Hey everybody, welcome back to So Yeah About That. I am your host, Wani. And this week's episode is season 2, episode 4, the fall series. And we're going to be talking about social media. So let's get into it. I actually did an experiment these past few weeks to a month on social media in general, because I think at a point in time, I kind of was just like realizing and understanding, like an incident had happened where I started to kind of step back and think about like, what is social media? So I took a quick, and I'm probably still doing it, like in and out, brief, I guess, leave of social media to just kind of experiment where I necessarily wasn't posting anything, but I was seeing what people posted in general. And in my mind, I was going like, why is it that social media is so heavily relied on? Or what is it about social media that honestly feels good, you know? And I won't say it feels bad, because I myself enjoy being on social media and posting about things and letting people see and seeing what people have to say. But I think that from the outside looking in, I realized how much we give social media way too much credit. I say that because I feel as if we allow it to validate our feelings. We allow it to let us think ways about certain people. We allow it to affect how we make decisions. And I think that that's something that we as humans need to work on, you know? I know, like, as women, and I've seen it, and I've definitely done it myself, where you use it as a tool, almost like Inspector Gadget, where if you have your boyfriend on social media, you check his Twitter, you check his Instagram, you check whatever pages he has to make sure that everything is consistent. You know, I guess nobody likes to be the last person to find something out. Nobody likes to be made a fool of. So I understand. But I think that you have no reason to doubt. And I know that sometimes you find yourself, or you can catch yourself just checking, you know, and it's weird in a way that you're like, why is it that in person, or, you know, through text, or even FaceTime, whatever the case may be, when it's just you and that other person, you don't worry at all. But when you include social media, it's like you worry. And I guess it's because as we've grown too, social media has become a dating tool. It's become a shoot your shot tool. Sliding your DMs is a real thing. People try to court you by liking too many pictures, liking too many comments, commenting, and making it seem as if like, oh yeah, there's something there. And I think that that's what makes relationships kind of hard when it comes to social media, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know if somebody's just a troll. You don't know if somebody, you know, so I just feel like in general, putting your feelings on social media, I'm not going to say it's all bad, because feelings and emotions, at the end of the day, if you were to post your baby on social media, if you were going to post your new house on social media, if you were going to post your birthday on social media, those are all feelings, and you want to feel good, and you want to show people that you're feeling good, or maybe you just want to post it for yourself. So it's not necessarily all bad putting your feelings on social media, because that's literally what all of us do, is just put what we're doing, how we're feeling, what's going on social media. Maybe not down to the core, but for the most part, that's pretty much what social media is for. So I won't sit here and say, don't put your feelings on social media, because that's literally what it's for. Even when it's self-expression, the idea that I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, tweet what I want to say, post what I want to post this song or that song, that's all feelings. Okay? So there's not one person out there that does not post their feelings on social media. I think that in terms of how you post your feelings and what you're saying in terms of your feelings, that should be the category. You know, don't go too deep in. Don't ever try to do too much. Just generalize, you know. And also be confident that with social media, there's a good and there's a bad, you know. So everything comes with something, you know. Just like if you post your boyfriend, and it's the idea that, oh, okay, this may be good or this may be bad, you know. Like you got that, his ex might like this and comment, or some girl that's interested might like this and comment. I said back in my Black Love podcast that most times you can figure out who that girl is or who that guy is that is waiting for you to mess up, because they're the girl who likes all the pictures and comments on all the things that you're not in. And in their mind, they know that you're in a relationship, but in reality, they're like, okay, well, when this little thing is over, or whenever this is done, I know that I'm gonna be the runner-up. I'm gonna be the confiter. And they don't really know it yet, but they know. you know? So definitely there's ways to find out answers on social media, and you try to get them. And then that's when it stops becoming an enjoyable process. It stops becoming an enjoyable way of thinking. It's just like you relying so much for answers, whether that be like where he's at, what she's doing, where they're going, what she's doing, how he's feeling. And I cannot sit here and say that I don't do the same things, Definitely something that I want to work on as an individual too, which is why I took a brief pullback from social media, because I just feel like, not that I was letting it get to me, but I was upset about some things that just made me feel like, why is it that this is such a big thing? And stepping back, I've realized it's really not. It's really not. And I think that we make it bigger than it is. We put that value and that importance on whatever it is, when we do whatever we do. So definitely something to think about. I challenge everybody to every now and then take a quick step back. Even if you feel like you post every day, you don't miss a beat, you post 100 tweets, 50 tweets a day, like whatever your purpose is, whether it is to troll or if it's to just post how you feeling, what you're doing, your excitements. Because even me, I got into grad school recently and I didn't want to post it because I was just like, I just don't feel like hearing it. You be trying to monitor the fake love and the fake friends and all that stuff, but try to take a step back. I challenge everybody to try and take a step back and debrief from social media every now and then, just to see how crazy it is, because in all honesty, it definitely is something to see. It's like watching Love and Hip Hop, but like virtually, in a sense of like online, internet wise. It's actually very strange that we as humans put so much effort into it. So I definitely took my month or two, and I probably will still be in and out with it, because I don't want to feel as if I'm relying on social media for answers, for clarity, for verification. I just want to be happy. And sometimes the less things you have, the better it is. Like I remember being in high school, and was it high school? It might have been high school. And I had a Facebook at the time, and I don't ever forget, because you don't ever forget how people made you feel. And at the time, I really felt like I was into social media. I had Facebook, and it was really messy, and somebody at the time, I don't know if you guys remember this, there was that Versus where they would put two pictures next to each other, and you would have to vote on whose picture is the best. And like, it would be so weird because it would literally make women feel insecure. You put two women against each other, like this is the shade room or something, like who wore that better, who did that better. But it would just be like, who looks better, who's prettier. Like, we don't realize how mean we can be and how rude we can be. And it was strange. It was very strange. And to find out that people sat there and literally made things up to make people be upset, or like Ask FM, those questions where you can ask questions anonymously, and people would say the most ruthless things. Yik yak. People would say the most ruthless things. And it's crazy that if you were to find out certain sources, you would see that these are like the people you call friends, and they just did it for fun. And it doesn't always mean that it's something that it's not. I feel like social media definitely fucks up a lot of things. Friendships, relationships, situationships, entanglements, whatever y'all want to call it these days. Social media does fuck it up. But you got to be content with yourself to know that what you're doing, how you're feeling, and controlling your own emotions, because can't nobody tell you how to feel, and I'm not sitting here about to tell you how to feel either. So do what you do, but make sure that every cause has an effect. Moving on to my next topic of friendships. Like I said, with the friendship test, I was talking to my boyfriend the other day, and he was definitely telling me just the idea of friends and people who make friends very quickly. And I'd say that I guess I'd be one of those people in a way, because I just feel like at the end of the day, I think everybody deserves a fair shot. Not everybody deserves to have your time and energy, which is something we both had agreed on the other day. But in terms of that chance and opportunity, there's not one person that I don't think deserves the opportunity to get your respect at least once. If people fuck it up, they fuck it up. But there's not one person out there that doesn't deserve to meet you. I feel like I am an insanely dope and amazing individual. And think about how many celebrities people know throughout the day, or people see, and you just wish to be like, yo, I feel like we'd be really good friends. And it's just between feeling like it and then testing it out. But if you never test it out, you're just going to dream and dream and dream. God forbid I have a blow up. And, people want to see how I am as an individual and as a person. And all they know is just regular things that everybody knows. you know, definitely try to expand. And you could be a social person or not be a social person. But like definitely understand what that comes with, but try. I feel like don't ever treat anybody rude or mean just because they're not your friend, especially when you don't know them. Everybody deserves to get to know you. And if you guys click that first time, click, definitely see where it goes. Do that friendship test. For those of you that don't know, or if y'all first time listening, I did do a podcast on the friendship test, which I think every woman does or everybody does. But I guess I have an actual label for it because I feel like everybody's being tested every now and then. But yeah, do that friendship test, but give people the opportunity to take that test for you, I guess. And to them, it might not even be a test, and to you, it might not even feel like a test. But give people a chance, give people the opportunity. And if y'all click right off the bat, cool. I'm not saying tell them your deepest, darkest secrets on day 0, but, definitely give people a chance to get to know you and get to know other people. Don't be so stuck on your set that you don't get to know other people, There's so many dope people out there in the world that we just don't get to meet. And the whole entire universe at that. People globally. So why limit yourself to just New York? Why limit yourself to just the 50 states? Why limit yourself to just your cousins or your family? Because as we all know, family can do you dirty. And friends can become the closest thing to family that y'all ever have. So keep that all in mind when you are thinking about all of the things that you're trying to do in terms of social media, in terms of friendships, relationships, whatever you're trying to do. And hold everything near and dear, because it don't always need to be something crazy, As far as social media goes, to take a step back, y'all. I challenge everybody to genuinely take a step back every now and then and just catch yourself and be in the real world. It really sucks to feel like you really want to get to know somebody and be with somebody or hang out with somebody, and the only thing they're doing is they're on their phone, and you realize that they sent 12 tweets in the last 30 to 45 minutes, but you've been sitting there the whole time and they only spoke 2 sentences to you. Think about the body language that you're giving out as an individual. Take a step back. If you with your friends, enjoy being with your friends, because it also sends messages. If whenever you with certain people and you never on your phone because you're just enjoying your time, you never even thought twice to check your phone, to post anything, to tweet anything. And then the second you get with someone else, you realize that you post and tweet 1,000 million times. And it's like, dang, you just really must not be having fun. Think about the view that you're putting on someone. The idea that I see how this person acts when they're not around me, and I don't see a tweet, I don't see a post. But whenever I'm with them, it just seems like there's always, something else that's more important. I challenge everybody out there to really just get away from technology, debug, debrief, whatever y'all want to call it, unpack, and just really stay focused of what's going on. Have fun, enjoy the moment, live in the moment, be the moment. But don't be on your phone all the time, because I promise you, everything on social media through the screen don't have all the answers, Yeah, don't let it control your life, man. Like, people will wake up and get on social media and check Instagram and Twitter before they even brush their teeth. Will check Instagram and Twitter and Facebook before they even say hi to their girlfriend. Like, say hi to their boyfriend. Talk to someone. Like, make genuine contact with the people in your household. Talk to your dog. Like, you just put it over everything. Definitely try and check yourself every now and then and fall back every now and then. Try and see if you could see what I see. That's all I got for today, though. Catch y'all next time. So, yeah, about that.